Hello, Mallards. It is Tuesday, and I'm here with the lovely Jordan Stafford, who is joining me. We are about to see Tina, the Tina Turner musical.
Isn't the full official name?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Which I find hilarious. I do feel like they maybe don't need to have that.
Universal's
they do.
Epic Universe.
Yeah, it does have that same feel. You're right. Mm-hmm. But we're excited. It's definitely going to be fun. Guaranteed the music is going to be great. So, really, what could go wrong? We'll let you know at intermission how we're feeling and after the show. We have found our seats under the ever watchful eyes of Tina Turner. She's paying attention to us. Look at her. There's a talk back after this, so we're gonna stay, which is really exciting. We're gonna learn about the road. I guess they're gonna do a Q&A. That'll be really fun. It is intermission. I was gonna say we're halfway through the show, but Jordan and I looked at the list of songs and we are 2/3 of the way through the show. We think we are 2/3 of the way through the songs in the show. Anyway, similar to Beautiful, it is very much an autobiography show, which I wasn't sure it would be, but had anticipated probably. And spoiler alert, a lot of Tina Turner's life sucks, which we kind of know if you know anything about Tina Turner, that Ike Turner was kind of terrible. But they have to pass so much time that it's kind of strange. So the music in the show is phenomenal. The performers are great. The guy who plays Ike has Ike Turner's voice down so well, and that has to be murder on your vocal cords. So I'm very impressed by that. And also, in part 27 of Small Children, who are much more talented than I am, the girl who plays young Tina Turner, boss. She was killing it. And so they jumped through, I think in this first part, probably 25 or 30 years. Maybe only 20. Maybe only 20. Well, okay, not including her becoming the age that she was when Ike Turner picked her up. So obviously we went through 16 years and a song and a half. But then I think we went through another 20 years or something in the rest of the show. And passage of time in this is weird and complicated and not clear. So she just suddenly said, I've been here for 17 years. And I was like, wait, what? How did all that time pass?
Hello. So
we've stayed for the chat back, which I'm pretty excited about. And we're sitting in row 3, which also technically row 1 if they have a pit.
True.
Seats my butt will never be near these ever again. This is the first time I've set foot on the orchestra floor. I feel very special. We're gonna have a good time. The show is over. Normally I would film inside the building, but we stayed for the chat back, and so now we have to film outside. I had a very enjoyable time at the show. Things I will mention. Spot ops were on tonight, which is sometimes not the case at opening night. Jordan doesn't know this because he hasn't come with me a bunch, but sometimes the spot ops are oh, wait, first night of show.
You get distracted.
Yeah, also, it's new. Even though you're going to a bunch of theaters all across the country and you're running, I don't know how, they are local spot ops or if they bring people on the road with them, but, there's a lot of things to happen. Yeah.
Heavy emphasis.
It's just something that we think about. If you go time after time after time, you start to notice some things. And the people who do spot ups is one of the things I notice. Also, I sit so high up that I can see the catwalk where they are. And so I think about them a lot because I look up at the catwalk and I think, oh, man, what a life to just sit up there and watch the show and run spots. Costume changes in this show, really something. And the amount that the performer who plays Tina has to change her costume on stage
is impressive.
Is really impressive. There were several times where I was like, when did she do that? When she changed her shoes from the country boots into the heels. I don't know when it happened. And I was looking for it. So I thought that was also really fascinating and really good. We got to see 2 like we got to see both sets of the young performers, which was also really cool. I don't know. I've never had that opportunity. Jordan, how are your feelings?
It was wonderful. I enjoyed myself tremendously. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful night. This is great.
It is a really beautiful night. Yeah. Yeah, good singers, good performers. We did, once again, blast through a ridiculous amount of time in the second act. I do feel like this show just like passes time at lightning speed. And that is a weird thing. But the talkback was super cool. Like, it's neat that a traveling show, like a traveling Broadway show like this is doing that. And people ask some fun questions. So we got some information about like how they found out they were in the show, which I thought was really fun. Jordan and I obviously now have a favorite cast member. Mm-hmm. No spoilers. And gave some advice to some new performers, talked a little bit about like what it's like to portray real life people, and what that means, and said what I thought they would say, which was that research is much easier when you're portraying a real life person where there's a ton of information about them. But yeah, I don't know, it was really fun. It's really unique that they do that. I'm very excited that it was an opportunity, and I hope that this was not a fluke, that it instead is something they're actively pursuing, because I think that would be really cool. Like, if this chat back thing is something that like Brooke and the education team are trying to do, that would be awesome.
Well, I heard some of the actors as we were walking out say this was the most attended one yet. So I think that's a show-specific thing.
Oh. Listen, y'all, stay for the chat back. It's not that long. We're only 20 minutes later. I don't have to wait for everybody else to leave the parking lot. It's worth it.
We can't get in the parking lot, but that's a different story.
No, we'll make it. We're having a great time. And then, Jordan, you know I in my videos put blowing a kiss, so you're stuck with that.
Mwah.
Not yet.
No.
I'll see you tomorrow. Now.
Mwah.